not be real explicit. I'm just gonna do the same thing I've been doing. I'm just gonna do crates, talk about some stuff, talk about what I think they could add, talk about stuff like that. So, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and do our first crate. Now, like I said, this is probably gonna be my last video, most likely my last video before Christmas of this year. That does not mean I'm not gonna be on the PS4 at all, because when Christmas break comes back, I'm probably gonna do a couple more videos of this, maybe some more than 2 videos, but I'm basically going to be close to doing a different game. If you go into my YouTube channel, you'll see that in the description it says I stream the Crew Ultimate Edition, which is what I'm doing right now, the only game that I've done right now. Then it also says below it I stream Sniper Elite 3 Africa Edition and SmackDown vs. Raw 2K16. I will be moving on to Sniper Elite 3. Sorry about that. Like I said, I will be moving on to Sniper Elite 3 just because I want to get at least a good feel of each game. Now, forgive me, I'm going to mention it again once I start doing those videos. I have not played Sniper Elite 3 for a little while, so I might be a little bit rusty when it comes back, but that's my over Christmas break. I'm going to try and get back into the fill-up so that I'm not like making novice mistakes. I know I said that we were going to do crates. First, apparently I forgot to make my LaFerrari a spec, which is the only spec I can. Just won this car. It is very, very beautiful, but now we're going to make it a spec, that way I can level it up and max it out. So let's go ahead and make this a spec. If you're wondering what I mean by spec, watch one of my first videos. You'll see what I mean by spec. I'll go in very detail about that. It's not really difficult to understand, but for some people it could be. I'm not saying anything bad against anyone though. Now, if you do have a PlayStation 4, which is what I'm playing on, and you have a little bit of trouble with a mission, or you having trouble with doing some crates, or you're just not sure what to do, something like that, stuff like that, be sure to add me as a friend. My PSN name is the same thing as my YouTube name, just without a space. And I mean, that's one of the things I love to do the most, is help people through the game. If they're not sure what to do in the game, I don't mind just showing them how or what to do. I really don't. I actually love doing that. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna get this one completely back so it's go the other color. As you can see, guys, for instance, on some cars, you can enter a certain some certain stickers, but they're not available to be entered on all of them. I'm not sure when that is. Don't ask me. I'm just the one that plays the game. But sometimes it's kind of curious because the ones that they can't have you, or the ones that they won't let you put on there, is the ones that, in my opinion, would actually look the best. So I think on this one, I'm just gonna put over some racing stripes. As far as the inside goes, apparently it's the same thing. You can't put the insides all the same, so we're just gonna go with a carbon. Make it ghost white. Change your front bumpers. In case you're wondering why I'm going through all this, it's because I haven't done this in one of my other videos, so you can actually see what options they give you to customize your cars inside the game. Now, do keep in mind, you cannot customize the same thing for every spec. For instance, on circuit, they won't allow you to change the bumper. They won't allow you to change hardly anything on circuit. That is because the circuit is very delicate and I don't think has anything that can be changed without messing the car up. And I do mean literally messing the car up. Okay, I was wondering where the change was. I'm gonna go with this one right here because I'm not seeing a bunch of it change. This one looks perfectly fine, but different categories of rims. You have the official rims, you have your on-road rims, your second category of on-road, third category, and then you go on to your racing rims, which you have, if I'm not mistaken, two categories. Then you have two categories of off-road rims, and then you have a vintage, another vintage, and an exotic. We're just gonna stick with this one. If you want a spoiler, you can put a spoiler. Like it comes with a spoiler, which you can barely see it. Guys, that's what we're gonna do with this one. This one's completely maxed out now, but I'm still gonna drive it because I want to drive it. I've heard that this is pretty much the fastest perf car in the game, besides the Quincy egg. So we're gonna, because I do have both. I rarely do drive the car, but hey, it is what it is. So now we're gonna go on to this asphalt crate. And sorry over that little delay, guys. If I would have known that I had not made my LaFerrari spec yet, I probably would have done it before the video. Chase invitation, it's over though. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, guys, we're gonna go ahead and do this. As you can see, she does sound beautiful. And it threw me into a different chase. As you can see, when you hit the brake, your I've got the spoiler along with your rear uh, rear bumper drafts actually do raise up, which means you have more motion on this car apparently. I love cars that do that. It gives the car a bit more of a feel that the guy that is transporting is 5 miles away, so I'm going to transport closer to him.
All units, we've received word of a felon in ongoing pursuit entering our jurisdiction. Go get him, boys. Copy that.
Very good acceleration right there. Doesn't really get caught by the brakes. And he got busted. I'm not sure what he was doing, but we're gonna go give this another go. And he takes off like a beautiful. So far so good. I'm loving this car no matter what. Now let's get on to our first topic that I'm going to talk about. What they could add into the game to make it better. I've mentioned it before. I'm just going to touch back on it before I go into Christmas break for my videos. Honestly, to me, they could make the police alert a bit smarter. Of course, with this last update, they did get smarter. They aren't completely dumb now. They're just minorly dumb. But they still could make them smarter, particularly working on the roadblocks. The roadblocks completely are nowhere near good. As you can see, I just passed straight through one without any problem whatsoever. It's kind of funny, but I mean, those of us that like challenges inside the game really doesn't have any challenge anymore. So if I was Ubisoft, I'd be wanting to add more challenge into the game to satisfy those as well. But still not make it as challenging, just make it challenging. If you know what I mean. Another thing that I think they could add is some more cars. Particularly, in my opinion, the Toyota Supra should have already been in the game. It's one of the first original speeding cars. It's one of the original racing cars, actually. So, I mean, if you want my opinion, it should have been in the game a long time ago. Hello to the person that just got inside my stream. Thanks for stopping by. As I was saying, the original Toyota Supra should have already been inside the game. It's one of the original race cars. It's a well-known car. You really don't have that many Toyotas inside the game, which kind of makes me wonder if just don't like Toyotas. I'm not the only one that's thinking this. I've had conversations with countless people that play the game, but that's just what we're seeing right now because you don't have that many Toyotas. Also, you only have the Quantieg Agera inside the game. What happened to the Quantieg CCRX, the brother of the Quantieg Agera? There's two Quantiegs that look almost exactly the same. Major differences between the two. It's the Quantieg Agera that is inside the game. Then you have the Quantieg Sierra as well, that's with a C. Most people do not know about there being two Quantiegs or three Quantiegs. I just do my research on cars, that's all. But I wish this person would actually stop trying to lose control.
Read you loud and clear.
As far as what else they could add to the game, last thing is they probably add some more missions on both sides.
Roger that.
The cop storyline was kind of short.
On the target's projected route. We're shutting him down, Control.
Or make another main storyline to where the 510 could actually, instead of playing as Alex most of the time, kind of make it like a teamwork between Alex and Officer Washington. Alex is the main character that you're playing with on the racing storyline. Officer Washington is, of course, the main character that you're playing with when you play cop. Because, like I said, both storylines were interesting. The cop storyline not that interesting, but it was still kind of interesting. Not really difficult at all. But in my opinion, it kind of needed to be a little bit longer, especially if you're trying to bring back people back to the game. But like I said, I'm just in favor. All I can do is make suggestions. Am I saying that the game is going downhill? In my opinion, it kind of is going downhill. And I did miss my turn right there. It kind of is going downhill. Not as fast as most games would be right now, but it is still going downhill.
You think by now this guy would know he can't hide from a chopper? Heard and understood.
As I just said back there, I forgot to hit my turn, so now I'm having to kind of look my way to it. And by it I do mean I do feel sorry for this guy that's helping right now. He's probably like, what is this guy doing? Looks like we're gonna have to head back into the city.
We're having a few mechanical problems, dispatch. Can't keep this up much longer. Literally. 10-4. Target is almost out of range. 10-4. Try and stay on his 6. We're coordinating other patrols in the area. All units, we've received word of a felon in ongoing pursuit entering our jurisdiction. Go get him, boys. Yeah, copy that.
Okay. Now it looks like we're going back the wrong way. Or the right way. Sorry. Sorry guys, I was kind of rapidly glancing between my map. I am pretty bad about that, so...
I got a shot here. I'm taking it. Air support maintaining a solid visual on the target. Heard and understood. Brace yourself. Yeah, that's a negative on that intercept. Damn it, we're losing him, Control. 10-4. Try and stay on his 6. We're coordinating other patrols in the area.
Yeah. I see where it is now. That's gonna be a little bit difficult to get to. But I've got some difficult ones before.
Heard and understood. Calling all units, break patrols and head to the location on your
But
screen.
that's why it's proven a little difficult, because this is New Orleans area, which means it's pretty much a swamp. It'd be best if I had a different car, but I don't.
target's route.
Yes guys, I know in one of my other videos I did say try your best not to take a perf circuit, street, perf, spec, circuit spec, or street spec off-road for the specific reason that you're automatically going to be at a disadvantage, but my situation calls for it, so I did it. Crap. And there you see guys, that's mine. I got busted. Kind of irritates me, but is what it is. I just don't see that's not considered asphalt, so I don't think they should name the whole entire thing asphalt, an asphalt grade, if it's not entirely on asphalt. I'm gonna try this again with the knowledge that I am going to be going off-road this time. I am still going to use this just because I want to get better. Okay, looks like I did a wrong shot. Sorry guys, I am kind of tired, so I'm not making an excuse, I'm just the truth. I woke up and I got dressed and started playing the game. Okay, so now it's taking me a completely different route, which might be a good thing, might not be. We're gonna find out. That turn without any brakes, as well as hitting a couple of trees. So it's not bad for the handling of this car, actually. Once again, I am still liking this car. Excellent handling, which in my opinion, all the cars in this game have excellent handling. Same thing in real life. I don't know that for a fact, but that's just from what I've heard. All of the Ferraris have excellent handling. They may not be as fast as a Nissan, but they get stuff done. And I'm sorry if you're a Ferrari fan and you hate Nissans, but hey, I've always been a Nissan guy, always, but that does not mean I necessarily hate Ferraris. Cars are cars, I'm gonna drive a car, no matter what it is.
Maintaining a solid visual on the target. Roger that.
Unless it's just too fat, then no. I just can't drive a car that's too fat, because then that's going to put me into a risk of hitting stuff. We all know that when you hit stuff, you pretty much get in trouble, so yeah. I'm not gonna mess up my car and get in trouble at the same time.
We're behind the target. Moving to shunt.
Control roadblocks are in place. 10-4. All points. Units have blocked off the road ahead of the target.
And yes guys, I am trying to take a different route for the simple fact that last time I did have a little bit of trouble and it took longer than what it should have.
All units, we've received word of a felon in ongoing pursuit entering our jurisdiction. Go get him, boys. Understood.
We're running on fumes up here, Control. Need to wrap this up ASAP. Heard and understood.
Go on to the other side. Wow, it looks like I need to cross a river. I guess that's a river.
Roads are locked on ahead of the target.
Roger that. All units, roadblocks are set on the target's projected route.
As always, if you jump into one of my streams and you want to drop in and join me while I'm streaming,
All units, we've received word of a fellow
don't
in
be
an
afraid
ongoing
to ask.
pursuit
I
entering our
always enjoy
jurisdiction.
people that
Go get him, boys.
want to jump in
Copy that.
and actually play with me while I'm streaming. I actually enjoy it. So if you jump into one of my streams and for instance you see me playing multiplayer on Sniper Elite 3 and you also have the game and you want to team up on that, maybe do some co-op missions,
10-4. All points,
don't be afraid to
units
ask,
have blocked off the road ahead of
because
the
most
target.
likely, unless I'm in the middle of doing something like in the middle of a game or something, so I'm just gonna have you wait till I'm done with what I'm doing.
Unit out of action.
Heard and understood.
All units, we've received word of a fellow in an ongoing pursuit entering our jurisdiction. Go get him, boys. Understood. He's in my rear view. Immobilizing. I got a shot here. I'm taking it. We missed him, Control.
You were asking why I'm turning around. It's because apparently I was supposed to turn right back here.
Unit out of commission.
I just didn't see
Send
the
EMN.
road,
Read you loud and clear.
so I'm going to turn exactly where this arrow says. Yeah, there's the road. Okay, never mind.
Think
We're
by
gonna
now
deliver
this
our
guy
crate
would
this
know he
time and
can't
get our
hide. Control the air support.
package.
Disengage for pursuit immediately. Repeat.
And take a little swim with the
disengage.
gators at the same time. As you can see, guys, my next car is going to be 2013 Lotus Exige. I've heard it was a good car, really sleek, really small. Should be an interesting car. And we're just going to continue and go on to our next crate. Also, I'm going to touch back on what I think they could add into the game. It says that you can go anywhere in the United States. People say that you can go anywhere in the United States. Keep in mind that the United States does include Africa or not Africa, Alaska and Hawaii, and it's pretty soon going to include another country as well. So I mean, it might not be such a bad idea to actually make like I don't know, like make it available only by airplane to go to one of these countries. Just a suggestion. I'm not entirely sure what the plan is, but I mean, just a suggestion, because it kind of disappointed me. I was actually looking forward to going everywhere in the United States, but yeah, obviously can't go to Alaska or Hawaii because they don't give you the option. It's not even on the map. So I mean, maybe just a little idea, Ubisoft. And for those of you watching the video, let me know what you think about that, because quite frankly, that's what I would actually like to see. I would like to see more of the United States. maybe more detailed in it.
All units, aerial support is inbound.
Although, I mean, yeah, it already has good detail. I'm not gonna lie about that. And I'm not saying it doesn't have good detail. But by detail, I do mean like more of the cities in it. Am I right? That's gonna make it harder for us that race and do crates? Yeah, I am. And that goes along with the statement that I said earlier when I said that if I was Ubisoft, I'd want to make the game a little bit more challenging, just not too challenging. It goes right along with that statement. If you add cities, you can make it a little bit more interesting for us to do crates. Also for races. So they kind of go hand in hand, if you ask me. This is the dirt spec of the Ford Raptor that I'm using. Reason it's not going as fast as most of y'all realize it to be is because it's a really low vehicle level. I have barely used it. I'm trying to get it leveled up. So for the meantime, I'm just going to be, for all my off-road, I'm going to be using this Ford Raptor. And hello to the person that's inside my stream right now. Thank you for stopping by. Leave a comment or two so we can chat, or just sit back and enjoy the broadcast. As I did say earlier, guys, this will be my last video that I make before Christmas. After Christmas, I'm probably going to do, I did say 2 to 3 more videos earlier. Now I'm probably going to do 3 or maybe 4 videos. But as soon as that New Year's hits, is when I'm probably going to be moving on to Sniper Elite 3's Africa Edition. Just to give you a little background on the game, in case you haven't played any of the Sniper Elite, it is pretty interesting actually. It takes place during World War II. Has the actual sniper ballistics. You'll see what I mean by inside the game. You see what happens when you shoot people in a lung, a kidney, a heart, pretty much all that. You pretty much see the layout of your body. It's kind of fun. I like it just simply because I've always liked stuff like that. I'm not saying I'm gory. Some things I am, not too much. But hey, that's just the background of the game. I like it. Hopefully you'll like it. Hopefully you'll start playing it. So we're gonna see what Sniper Elite 3 is like after the New Year hits.
We have a wanted felon entering our area. Engage pursuit and await further instructions. 10-4.
Now you're asking why I'm a dirt spec and I'm staying on the road right now. It's probably because with it being a city right here, I'm not wanting to trap myself anywhere. So until I get into a open area, I'm just gonna stay on asphalt right now. Might want to keep that in mind if you play the crew, or if you're going to play the crew. Don't trap yourself if you're being chased by the police, especially inside a city. Stay on the asphalt unless you're absolutely 100% sure that it leads to an open area. Fortunately, this ends on asphalt once again. I don't get why they do this. The crate said off-road. Some of it was off-road, most of it isn't on asphalt. Really irks people, but hey, as long as you get the crate done, that's what matters, as long as you get your fragments.
You need to cross town air support, full out, and head to the location provided.
And with it being platinum, we're guaranteed our fragment. So we're just going to continue on to the next crate. It's going to be up here in Chicago, right beside the police station. Kind of awkward way to start me though. Gonna give you a car that I haven't drove before. I'm gonna level up this bad boy. Seen all these exotic cars, you've seen muscle cars, and now you're probably like, what is this? This is one of the cars that you can find all the parts to. There's one for each spec in the game. This is the perfect spec. Hot rod. I absolutely love it. Yes, you can customize this. Some of you are probably thinking that these yellow exotic rims don't go well with the paint. To me, it just depends on what your eye, not your eye, what your imagination is like. To me, it goes good. Some of you may think it doesn't go good. I'm sorry if it doesn't go good in your eye, but all I can say is you're not the one driving it, so that's not being rude, that's just being truth. Let's go ahead and do this. I did forget that this was there. I should have remembered this because this is on the Highway Child, so bad for me not to remember that, especially when I did do the Highway Child over and over and over and over before I started the boss testing. So
We have a wanted felon entering our jurisdiction. Move to assist and await further info. Understood.
I'm gonna go ahead and expand our map. We're gonna have to do a quick U-turn right here because apparently I was supposed to turn back there.
Running on fumes up here, dispatch. Better wrap this up quickly.
Roger that.
Joel, we blocked designated routes.
Copy. All units, roadblocks are in place.
This is an alert to all points. We have a high-speed
If
pursuit
any of
entering
you
our
has
jurisdiction. Engage
any
on sight.
questions, either over the game or for myself, don't be afraid to ask. I am open to answering any questions
Heard and understood.
as long as it doesn't get too personal.
Freight! I can't get in there. Unit out of commission.
Acknowledged.
Now I did promise that a video over the Easter eggs inside the game. Don't worry, I am still going to do the Easter eggs
C. All units, roadblocks are
with
set.
or without my friend that was supposed to be doing them with me. You're going to get your video over the Easter eggs so that everyone can enjoy these unique sites, I should say.
That's a 10-4. On our 6, gonna stop him.
Not entirely sure where this thing is leading us. They're trying their best to bust me though.
Dispatch, we're still on top of this guy.
Roger that.
Got a unit out of action, dispatch.
Acknowledge.
This is an alert to all points. We have a high-speed pursuit entering our jurisdiction. Engage on site. Copy that. They always try to run from the chopper.
Heard and understood.
There we go, we're back on actual asphalt now. That was a rough session back there.
Roadblocks are primed, dispatch.
Copy that. All units be advised. Roadblocks are in position.
Moving to intercept. This is an alert to all points. We have a
Hello to the
high-speed
person that
pursuit entering our
is inside the
jurisdiction.
broadcast
Engage
right
on
now.
site.
Thank you for joining.
Copy that.
I appreciate it. Leave a comment or two so we can actually chat.
Dispatch, we're still on top of this guy.
Acknowledge.
Attempting a pit. Moving to intercept.
Honestly, guys, I've kind of run out of topics to actually talk about. I'm not going to say anything over the Easter eggs, except for when I do the video for the Easter eggs. I honestly, guys, cannot think of anything else to talk about.
On our 6, gonna stop him.
Other than, I did promise you a video or two showing where all of the vehicle parts are, so you can have the Hot Rod cars and the buggy.
Heads up,
I did promise you a video of that. You will be getting that after Christmas.
They always try to run from the chopper.
10-4.
Moving pit.
Really can't think of
This is an alert
anything
to all
else.
points. We have a high-speed pursuit entering our jurisdiction. Engage on site. That's a 10-4.
Again, it would help if I had
Got a black
different
and white
opinions over
down.
this, because different opinions
and
create
understood.
conversations that bring out
They always try to run from the chopper.
more details. So,
10-4.
Attempting to disable.
I don't know. As you can see, the police timed that one just right. Make me crash. That's one reason why they are a little smarter, is because they can time their abilities
Heard and understood.
and make you crash at the most opportune time. But they're still not smart. They're just a little smart. Now you're asking where the NOS is coming
This is
from?
alert
There's
to
your
all
NOS.
points. We have a high-speed pursuit.
Buzzard, this is dispatch. Ground units have it covered.
And we're gonna end this straight up at the prison. Ironic, isn't it? You're trying to escape the cops here, you're going straight to the prison. Well guys, it's been a rather interesting video if you ask me. I did bring out something new into the video. Like I said, you're going to be getting your videos over the Easter eggs after the Christmas, and your videos over over the hot rod car parts and the buggy car parts. I'm going to be making all those videos after Christmas. Most likely once I get through with those, it'll be about time for the new year to roll in, and after the new year rolls in, it's when I'll be going into the different game. So guys, as always, like the videos, comment on what you think I could do better, comment what game you wanted me to play, comment what car or what you want me to do or try to do. And I'm not going to ask for a subscription, so what I usually say is subscribe if and only if you think I deserve it. If you don't think I deserve it, then don't subscribe. Okay? I'm not saying don't subscribe at all. I'm saying don't subscribe if you think I don't deserve it. Because yes, I am trying to make it to the top, but I don't want to do it by sounding like I'm begging for subscribers. So let me know what I could do better. Let me know what I could do less of. And thank you for watching. This is Faithful Shadow signing out for the last time before Christmas. I wish all of y'all a Merry Christmas. And hope y'all that are traveling have a very Merry Christmas.